If I could ask you a question that you could not answer, would it still be worth the inquiry? There was an event that, like it or not, agree with it or not, it still involved you and I. All around the globe, this one day in history changed the way we are all living. Oh, sure, it may not have directly affected you like the pothole that you can't miss or avoid on your daily drive to work, but it has affected your perceptions, your belief systems, as well as your future beliefs, believe it or not. Let us give respect to one short paragraph to the intro to this question. Please indulge me. If you and I have guardian angels, do you believe that they are there for your protection? I do. I believe the Word of God is true, and it is an absolute. This is based on a few scriptures, but here is one that I can prove it. Psalms 91:11. It is kind of interesting because it has the numbers 911 in it. So if you are in trouble and you need to call 911, think about these words. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. So here's the question. On October 7th, when Israel was attacked, where was Archangel Michael? First you have to say who is, or describe, or kind of come up with who is Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael in Daniel 10 is known as one of the chief princesses. It also states that Archangel Michael is the one who stands up for your people, that is, the children of Israel. Wherever Michael is on the scene, Israel is center stage in human history. He is the particular angel that has the job of looking after Israel. And that's a pretty hard job. And those are from the words of our beloved deceased brethren, Derek Prince. Let us revisit the question once again in context. On October 7th, Israel had its largest attack with casualties and kidnappings, and some horrific human atrocities to the citizens of Israel. My question is, where was Michael? Was he withheld? Was he somewhere else? Or was he still involved in the midst of the attack? See, he isn't God. He isn't omnipresent. He is an archangel with great authority with the heavenlies, within the heavenlies, and has been written about in the Bible, which is a big deal. If you're in the Bible, that's a big deal. We can't answer or really even respond to this question in knowledge, for we are not God. But God certainly has the answer, though. But it is an interesting thought. What was going on in the second and the third heavens while this attack was going on in the first heaven? Let's look at a couple scriptures that many have talked about thousands of years ago, and see if it is indeed prophecy or whether October 7th was foretold and or was allowed by God. Deuteronomy 32:15 and 16 states this. But Jeshurun grew fat and kicked. You grew fat, stout and sleek. But he forsook God and made him and scoffed at the rock of his salvation. They stirred him to jealousy with strange gods. With abominations they provoked him to anger. Is this applicable today? Deuteronomy 32:21, just a little bit down from those scriptures. They have made me jealous with what is no God. They have provoked me to anger with their idols. So I will make them jealous with those who are no people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation. So who attacked? Hamas. This says, who are no people, and I will provoke them to anger. By God's own words, these words may explain those actions. While God is a jealous God and a God that wants obedience over sacrifice, he also wants your heart. See, he wants all of our hearts. He wants us to believe in his Son. The good news here is God does restore. He also has his vengeance. This is comforting, even though many are still missing and many have died. Remember in Psalms 121, God does not sleep or slumber. He watches over Israel. So if I had to answer the question with a good guess, Archangel Michael was exactly where God wanted him to be. Just as where your guardian angels are watching over you. I'll put a link to the video of Derek Prince. It's worth looking at. And Deuteronomy 32, it's worth reading. Blessings until next time.